Hello guys, I am the Mitch, and welcome to Minecraft. Hey, and this is going to be a little, not necessarily a tutorial, but it will be very beginner friendly, is the best way to describe that. It's going to be me playing the survival, just a bit of some survival, more of like a maybe an experimental sort of thing. Maybe not something too serious. Just gonna be just a little something, just me showing you the ropes, you know, showing the ropes to the viewers out there who may not know very much about Minecraft. And the motivation behind this is due to me just recently watching a live stream from a YouTuber named Queen Blaze. I've just seen Queen Blaze's stream, what was it, yesterday? Or perhaps the day before yesterday, which was today's Sunday, so that should have been Friday. I cannot remember exactly when it was, either Friday or Saturday, but nevertheless, I've seen the live stream of Queen Blaze playing Minecraft for the first time. I was there in the chat, and as a matter of fact, she actually did give me a little just a little shout out. Actually, she mentioned me, and she replied to my messages, to my comment, and the first one and the second one is where I basically said if I decide to do a Minecraft playthrough, that I would definitely give you a shout out. And she responded by saying, basically, do you have Minecraft gameplays, like as in like content, Minecraft stuff on your channel? Because if you do, I'll definitely will check it out, because I definitely need to watch more on Minecraft. As in, she needs to get learn more about Minecraft, because of the fact that that was her very first time ever playing Minecraft. And so she was quite lost doing a lot of it. And a lot of people in the comments, they're kind of crazy. And there was a lot of funny parts, funny moments. I definitely highly recommend you check that out if you haven't already. I will definitely leave a link to it in the description, and definitely wanted to give her a big shout out to Queen Blaze. You are awesome. I just wanted to let you know that. And as a matter of fact, watching that playthrough, watching that live stream, sort of just, I don't know, maybe motivated me to do this. Just sort of inspired me to. Seeing her survive, playing Minecraft, made me want to do a little something of my own. And it's been it's been a while since I played this game, and it's been even longer since I've really been into it, playing more often. And so I'm rusty in a lot of things. So by no means am I some sort of wizard or super expert that knows everything there is to know. Not very far from that. But I just wanted to do a little something, and I wanted there to be a video on it this time, because I don't have very much Minecraft on my channel. And as exactly what I responded with when she was asking if I had do I have Minecraft on my channel, and I responded with no, I don't actually have very much Minecraft on my channel, because I mean, I haven't really had very much Minecraft because I just had that sort of assumption that maybe people wouldn't want to see that. You know, I don't know. It's just that assumption that maybe people wouldn't. I don't really get any very much comments and people commenting what they would want to see, and I just assume that maybe Minecraft would be not something that they would see. But watching that live stream of Queen Blaze has actually kind of just, I don't know, kind of just let me know that maybe there is people out there who just wants to um, who just haven't played Minecraft before, but like is still maybe open to it. You know, just still maybe wouldn't mind trying it out, but just haven't got to that because you don't know what to do, or even how to survive in it, or you don't know what it's about and that sort of thing. I have friends like that, you know, who hasn't played Minecraft and you know maybe wouldn't mind. They just don't really know what to do in it, and I get that. You know, it's like that with a lot of games, and so um, that's another thing that just made me want to do this. Maybe have just a little beginner sort of, not an official beginner's guide. Like you can, there's a lot of stuff like that on YouTube. Like not trailers. What was the word? Tutorials. That's the word I was looking for. Tutorials. A lot of tutorials. A lot of guides. You know, for beginners and like the, you know, very more high level stuff, the high quality. I recommend giving that a search on YouTube. There's a lot of them. You could just type up I don't know, Minecraft tutorial or Minecraft beginner guide or whatnot, what have you. There's lots of them. But with this one is going to be, nevertheless, it's just going to be a, you know, just me playing survival and just giving my little 2 cents on how I would survive in it. And maybe it could help. It could be helpful to, I don't know, maybe somebody out there who maybe is looking for a more simplistic sort of little playthrough. And if that's the case, then this most definitely is for you. So I want to get, there was, when I went to this for the first time for today, which is a short bit ago, I got this this message here saying how it is new update. This has been a new update recently. What was it, just a few days ago? The 1.18.10 update. So I want to read this again for you guys. It's time for a new Minecraft game update. This time around, we're bringing a boatload of fixes and quality of life changes. With well over 100 fixes, there's a lot to cover. Let's dive into the highlights. Alrighty. Added a glow banner pattern. Iron golems now show different degrees of cracking depending on their health. That's interesting. Does that mean that the more damaged they are, the closer to dying they are, the more cracked and like broken they become? That's really cool. Oh, I didn't even notice. That's the iron golem right there, and he's all like cracked up. And he's like just kind of like a cracking egg or something. That's pretty neat, and it's a good way to know if he's close to, like, I don't know, his demise, I suppose. That's a good indicator there. So that's pretty cool feature there. Updated several more textures to match Java Edition. That's cool. They're still trying to put more of these updates, trying to add more things, and you know, sort of shape up the game to be more closer to Java as they can. It has a bit to go to be at the level of Java. I would say a lot to go, but I mean, it's cool that they're still trying to put more into the game and trying to make it better. That's really good. As a matter of fact, I remember there was a lot of people who had the strong opinion uh, when I was watching Queen Blaze's live stream the other day. There was a lot of people in the chats saying how 10 times better the Java edition is over the Bedrock. And there was a lot of people just constantly throughout that entire sort of stream saying how much better the Java edition is. But yeah, I definitely get that, and I definitely understand that. But for me personally, I've never really got to play the much of the Java edition because I never really had a PC. Especially growing up, I've never had. Maybe one time when I was a kid, I did have maybe an old Dell desktop. I think I did, but at one point, now that I remember, but that was a long time ago. I think that was before Minecraft, as a matter of fact, but I could be wrong. But I was a kid, and I definitely think that was before Minecraft. But I don't know. I can't even remember the year. But I remember when I did have a computer, that I was playing the old Spider-Man on it, and I mean the old Spider-Man, not the movie. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie game. I mean the one before that, the one that was released on Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 and PC. I had the PC version of it, and that's one of the games that I had that I played on that. So that was quite a minute ago. But nevertheless, I just suppose that I just maybe a bit biased. I don't have very much experience with the Java edition, but I believe them. I believe you guys that says that Java edition is so much more better. But I mean, I don't know, man. You just get used to having. You have to play with what you got, and I just gotten used to the console edition because that's all I really had was the console, rather than a PC. So I just gotten used to that, and it was the old console editions, not the newer Minecraft. So I mean, I think, in my opinion, the old console editions was a bit better than the current Bedrock edition that we have. There's some features that we don't quite have in the current Bedrock edition of Minecraft, like exiting the world without saving. That's one thing that we currently don't have here on the console Minecraft the Bedrock. Maybe that would be for Java. Maybe you guys could have the option on some other version of it. But I play on my PS4, and I have the Bedrock edition on my PS4, and I don't have that option. And I'm not talking about force quitting the game. I don't mess with that sort of stuff. I don't do anything that's not designed. I don't just do little things like that. Especially when it comes to Minecraft, because I have my stories to tell about things about. I have my own experiences of data loss and that sort of stuff, and I've dealt with that in the past, and ever since then I don't mess with things like that, and I definitely don't do any sort of force quitting anything, and I've learned my lesson since then. When you put a lot of your time in something, maybe half a year's worth, more specifically, of your time into something, and then it's just all gone, boom, like that, in a blink of an eye, in a snap of a finger, it's all gone. You kind of learn your lesson from it. So yeah, I've learned since then. I do not do that. So it just sucks not having that official feature in the Bedrock, just like we used to have in the old console editions, where you used to be able to quit without saving the official way by an actual option on the game itself. And that's something that I feel that we really need. All right, I'll kind of steer off there. I apologize. What's the next thing? New experimental features with frogs and tadpoles. Oh, interesting. I've read a little bit about that. Like, I was wondering, wait, when is the frogs and tadpoles? When are we even getting that? And I looked on Google, and it said we're getting the frogs and tadpoles in the next update. The next big update, which will be the wild update. Isn't it what it's called? The wild update. Hold on. So in the wild update is when we're gonna get that. Isn't that 1.19? I think I remember it saying 1.19. The update, something. But which is, it says, it doesn't give an exact date, a specific exact date. It just says sometime in 2022. So we don't have a specific sort of date yet, but according to like what I've read, we get this we get to experience. If you want to experience the frogs right now, you can activate when you're starting up a new world, like when you're creating a new world, or when you're starting up one of your existing worlds. You can edit, go to the settings of the world and activate or enable the experimental features for the frogs and tadpoles. So I want to check that out and see how that works. I'm going to see if I can find that and enable that. I would like to have that on to see if I can experience some of that. The frogs, if I can find frogs, how that works. I want to check that out. A huge amount of bug fixes and parity changes. That's really cool. Really good. We're having new stuff in here. Starting today, you can also download the new Puma race map for free. The map includes a city, Arctic, and Puma-inspired jungle. Nice. I remember them saying, I've seen the tweet about their, they've been tweeting out on Twitter like crazy about that crossover, not crossover, but their collaboration with Puma. So that's really cool. Alrighty. With that all being said, I would like to get into a world now, shall we? I'm going to create a new world here. Also, this is my little character. Do you like my character? I've made it myself. I made the character really short, the shortest that the game would let me, and I don't know. I was going for like a sort of zombie, sort of, I don't know, half zombie, half like monster-ish, sort of, I don't know, villain, like with the eye patch. I don't know where I was going with this. They have the dreads here, and it's not really gender specific, so there's no specific gender. They're not a they either. I suppose they don't have an actual gender. They just they're anything. You can call them just whatever. I suppose I don't know, but they're not a non-binary or something. They're just I didn't assign them a specific gender, I suppose. But I'm not gonna. You shouldn't read too much into that. Don't read too much into that. But I don't even know where this one even come from. I have no idea. Christmas Steve or something. I don't even remember. We got Herobrine here, of course. Herobrine, a classic, of course. And there's this character. I don't know what's even. Did I just make him myself? I think I just made him myself, rather than just pick him out. I think I don't know. I like the beanie, so I definitely want to give him. I can't let him have the beanie because I tend to wear beanies myself. And I like the cowboy paint, so I don't know. Went to town. And of course, got Alex there, of course. Normal Alex. But I'm just going with the character that I've made. And of course, my character has the Ben 10 shirt. I just changed that shirt myself. They also have the Sonic shirt as well. Right next to the Ben 10 shirt. Just want to show you really quick if it will load up, if it will allow me to do that. Currently not loading up. Well, okie dokie then. Never mind. I thought it was gonna load me up. It did not. Oops. I'm still trying to get used to. Okay. All right. So it's good. It's good how it is. Let's get into a mess now. Let's get into. And just one more thing to mention. There's a lot of stuff, obviously, that I wanted to cover with this. So of course it took a bit. It took a little longer, to get to for me to get to the core gameplay here of the reason why you're watching. So if it's too long for you, and if you have very little patience, then that is what the skip to the action button is for. I usually have that in the pinned comment down below, and that's where I'll leave the timestamp. That way you can skip right on to the gameplay or whatever it is, the main reason that you're here and what you want to see. But yeah, this has been a while since I've been into this, so I just wanted to have a lot to cover here. And I apologize. When you hear me go quiet like that for a moment, I just need to rehydrate with water. It's very important to stay hydrated, and I tend to get really dehydrated when I talk a lot during the longer videos, so I apologize with that, but I know it's very important to stay hydrated, so I'm going to be doing that a lot. Hopefully that won't damage the experience or anything. Hopefully you can still enjoy the video. So these are the worlds, the older worlds, all of the worlds that I've created through the years, old stuff, and it's got a lot of history with a lot of these worlds. I've made a lot of stuff, a lot of big stuff, in my time of playing Minecraft over the years. A lot of unseen, never before seen stuff here, and there's the majority of it has not ever been shown on my channel, and so yeah. But there, if you would like to see more on that, if you would like to see more worlds, more stuff, and if you would like for me to know more about the backstories behind a lot of these worlds, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. because I wouldn't know if people are interested in seeing something until I get comments on it. And by the fact I don't get very many comments, then I would just assume that nobody's interested in it, so I'll just move on to the next thing naturally. And there's also Super Mario 64 Castle, for example. There's definitely some story behind that. I've made not the full castle, but it was a project that I was working on some bit ago. And as you can see the date there, that's when I last went to the world. The last time I've modified or updated the world. That was May 22nd of 2020, which has been a pretty big, pretty penny ago, a good long while ago. But you know, it's a project that I didn't finish, and there was a reason behind that. But like I said, if you want to know more about these worlds, about things that I've made, then let me know in the comments if that's what you would like to see. Let me know, and you could say anything. Just like, I want to see your worlds. I want to know more about what you've made. Then by all means, I would be happy to do that. If just let me know, and I shall do that in a separate video that's different from this particular ones. In the challenges world, that was a fan favorite. Well, I should say a friend favorite. It was the most popular among my personal friends, because that's the world where I've made up my own games in it, and so that was really fun. So lots of memories, lots of old stuff, lots of pretty important, pretty big things I've made over the years. But let's make a new world, shall we? The throat tends to start hurting a bit when you're talking a lot, eh? But right, what should I name this? I don't know. Survival. I definitely feel like this is probably gonna take more than just one video. The aim, I wasn't intending for it to be a super long video, but I mean, I feel like it's just naturally gonna take, it's gonna be a bit longer. So I apologize for that if you're just looking for something shorter. But this one is gonna be a longer playthrough, so it's gonna be one of the long playthroughs. But it is just something I wanted to do. Definitely wanted to keep it very beginner friendly, or specifically like more aimed toward beginners, so it can be more easier for beginners. And it's not by any means going to be anything like the official tutorials and guides, as I mentioned. It's just going to be me just doing my own thing. I'm trying to get it to make sense at the same time. So I was going to name this Survival World. I can work on the name later. I just need to name it something. So for now, it's going to be Survival World. I can change the name on my own time. Difficulty, I'm going to keep that normal. But yeah, there is different difficulties for the worlds. Easy is easy, obviously. Normal is normal. Hard is the hardest. And peaceful is the mode for when you're like sick of the monsters, you're tired of this. If you're struggling, and if you just want to just turn off all of the challenge, all of the difficulty, and you want to take the monsters away, and you don't want to keep worrying about you're dying out from like starving to death, you can just activate peaceful mode, and your health will stay full. You will no longer starve to death, and the monsters will all go away. And that will happen for as long as you have peaceful active. But we're gonna just go from normal, because that's the best one to. I just personally like to just do it from normal. Maps and bonus chest starting map is very helpful to have a map. Starting it off with a map. There's lots of people who like to play the game starting it with no map. There's people that wants to just play the game with the most challenge as they possibly can have. So their method of playing playstyle is to have no bonus chest, no starting map, and have the difficulty to hard. Well, that's fine and dandy, but there's only one problem with that. There's a lot of people who don't know how to even play the game. So obviously, when you're playing the game for the first time, it's recommended to not have it on the most difficult. It makes sense, right? So it makes sense to have it more easier. That way you can learn the game, and maybe increase the difficulty on your own once you're getting more hang of it. It makes sense, right? So I recommend you just start it maybe on easy. I like starting it on normal. If you want some challenge, it's not going to be too difficult, but it can be challenging. It can be challenging, but if you want it a bit more easier, then I'd maybe recommend starting it on easy. Even though some of you probably is going to want to start it on peaceful, because you just want to have the monsters off. But you also can freely change your difficulty anytime you want. What you can't change though, you can't activate the cheats. That's all the way down here where you see it says cheats. Where is it? Right here, cheats. And so this is for extra options that you can toggle, and this is for. It used to be, what was it used to be called on the old console editions? It used to be called host privileges, I think, but ever since Minecraft changed, they changed the name to cheats. But yeah, it basically is just to deactivate trophies. It deactivates the trophies when you activate it. So when you have it off and you keep it off and you never turn it on, the world is in survival. It will be a legitimate survival. It basically just means that you'll have trophies active, so you can earn trophies in the world, which is how I highly recommend it to be. But if it doesn't really make a difference for you, it's okay. You can activate it, I suppose, if you don't want to earn trophies, that is. But this is what happens when you go to it. It'll just say trophies are only available in world set to survival mode, which is off. If you continue, no one will earn trophies while playing in this world ever again, even if you switch back before playing. I was just saying that you'll never be able to earn trophies again for the world, for that particular world. Once you press continue, you'll never be able to earn trophies for that particular world, and you would have to make a new world. They did say it quite on a dramatic. They did say it more kind of dramatic there, didn't they? Ever again. That's a little bit on the dramatic side, but it is true though. So, well, yeah. The experimental features. Which one would it be? Vanilla. Maybe the wild one. I don't think any. I was looking specifically for for it frog, or for it to say frog and tadpoles, but I don't think it's gonna say frogs and tadpoles. I think it's just the wild update. Oh, be careful. You're activating features that are still under development. Your world might crash, break, or not work with future updates. Okay. That's a risk. A risk I'm willing to take. I'm not planning on doing very much for it. I'm just, I'm not going to put that much into it. But maybe I can back the world up and save it on, save the save data onto like cloud storage for PS Plus cloud storage or something, just in case. But I mean, it's not that serious. And what you want to turn on the show coordinates. That's really helpful to have that turned on. You're gonna want to have that on. Sometimes I forget to turn it on, but you're gonna want to have that on. I like to have the chunks to the max, so it's like load up. So it can load up the render distance or something like that. So it can load up chunks further away, have it loaded in, something like that. But I just prefer to have that up. Flat or infinite, just keep it in infinite. If it's flat, the whole world would be just super flat, just flatness, and that's it. No water, no trees, no hills, no nothing, just flat. So obviously, then it would not be survivable, would it? So that would kind of defeat the purpose. So you're gonna want to just keep it on infinite. Bonus chest is that you start off where you spawn. There will be a chest right next to you, and it will have items in it, helpful items like tools, like food, and that is very helpful to start off with having that. So I recommend having the chest on, especially if you're new to this. You're gonna want to have that on. Again, I just wanted to go over all of these things because I feel like this is quite important information that I'm giving here for somebody who might not know at all. So it is going to be a long one, and I'm going to start the world in just a moment here. But again, if you have zero patience, then I recommend you scroll down to the comment section and go to skip to the action. That will skip straight to where the beginning of where I start the world and so on and so forth. So you can bypass the entire video currently from this point on, from the beginning. If you're just very impatient. I have quite a few friends that I'm already picturing in my head that's just like that, have zero patience and would immediately skip to it. But I think that's oh wait, okay, resource packs require players to accept. You don't have to, that's nothing important. You have to, oh my god, no. I just went back. Oh my god. Okay. I accidentally went back. Okay, I was trying to I was on this and I thought that, okay, I don't know. That was my mistake. That was my oopsie daisy. All right, let's really quick. Bonus chest, infinite, 10 chunks, coordinates, wild update. Is that everything? Cheats off. Make sure you have cheats off if you want to earn trophies in the world. But if you don't care about trophies in general, then you don't really care about it. Then it doesn't matter. It shouldn't really matter for you then. then yeah, you can just leave it off. But yeah, um, or you can leave it on, or you can turn it on if you want. It doesn't matter. But that's good. Multiplayer. I want to have this off. So just in case, I recommend having this off. If you don't want random friends to just randomly join, if you have like a lot of friends and there's a lot of them that happens to play Minecraft, and there's a lot of them that happens to be different range around different ages, but especially if they're more younger, then they're more likely gonna just randomly join, and if that bugs you and you don't want random people to just randomly join your worlds, that's where you should have it turned off. You should have multiplayer game turned off, or you can keep it on, but alternatively you can have it turned to invite only for both of them. So maybe I should have it like that. That way it can continue being a multiplayer game, but nobody will be able to just randomly join whenever they want without having permission first. So you would have to invite them to the world for them to join the world. And that would be the only way for anybody to ever join the world, is by invite only. And so that is what I recommend. But if it doesn't matter for you, if you don't mind having people join your world, but maybe long as they're friends, people that you know, then I recommend maybe the friends only would be the best option for you. If you just don't mind anybody joining, like whether they're your PSN friend or not, whether you know them or not, then friends of friends could be the option for you then, because that would mean that the people that's joining probably wouldn't be your actual your friend, but they would be like a friend of your friend. So somebody on the friends list of your friend who's on your list. So, but I think that covers it. I think that covers everything. In the Microsoft account setting, that's for people when you're going by Microsoft account, when you're playing with somebody who's on a different platform than you are, then that's what that one is for. And this one is PlayStation Network, and that's specifically for your PSN friends if you're playing it on PlayStation or whatever it says for you. But with that all being said, let's start this world, shall we? I've been talking, and I'm gonna have to be quiet for just a bit. I'll rest my throat. My goodness. Alrighty. Where the heck are we? We're starting this quite late, so I mean there's gonna be more parts to this, at least until I've completed my goal, which is just to show the beginning survival stuff, But I feel like maybe I want to make more parts of it in general. Maybe I want to just have more Minecraft content in general, because I don't have very much of it. So maybe I should. But again, if you guys really want to see that, though, please let me know in the comments, because I don't want to just start spam uploading a bunch of like something that you guys probably don't care about, or something that you probably don't want to see. So I just want to know if you guys would like to see more Minecraft, with that being survival or creative or my own worlds that I've created. So just let me know, please, so I can know what you guys would like to see. But I want to just do a little bit more of this. I just want to start the first things, and then I'm gonna head out. That'll be the end of part 1. I'm about 45 minutes in currently. That is quite a bit. We're starting in this so late. But the next part 2, that will be the part after this one. That will be when we're gonna continue straight into this the surviving, the actual playing, rather than the how it's been for the last 40 minutes, which is just me talking and opening the video, talking and like with using my opening thoughts and that sort of thing, and talking about everything, because there's a lot to cover on this. There's a lot to talk about, and so I mean, kind of got to do what you do. So this is what the beginning chest. This is what the starting chest is. It starts you off with these items, as you can see here. The items is very helpful to you. I would just recommend taking all of it. And if you're on the same thing that I'm playing it on, then you can just press the triangle button, and I'll just quick move all of them, or whatever the button is for you. Food. I highly recommend taking that. Oh, you're going to start off with your empty locator map. You're going to start off with that. That's going to be in your first slot of your little hotbar here. You can see your little hotbar at the bottom there. And so that's where you want to highlight. You see the little square, the little white square that's moving right now. That's when that's your selector there, your hotbar selector, and you move it with the R1 and the L1. That's the buttons that I'm pressing on PlayStation, but for you it would be, I mean, for whatever it is that you're playing it on, would be the top. If you're on console, like say Xbox, then I would suppose, what's the Xbox one? The Xbox trigger? No, not the trigger one. Bumper. I think it's the bumper. I'm not an Xboxer. I've never actually officially owned an Xbox before. So the names of the buttons really escapes me. And it's always been sort of confusing for me, the Y, X, B, A, or whatever it is. But it's the buttons on the top, the left and right buttons on the top, and not the triggers, the ones on the top. You just press those, and that will scroll over to what you want to select. And that's for whoever would just not know how to. I'm pretty sure there's somebody that this sort of information is helpful to. People who doesn't know how to do anything in Minecraft obviously wouldn't know about it. But if you know about it, obviously you know how to do that sort of thing, then maybe that sort of information wouldn't be for you. It's not meant for you. It's meant for people who maybe wouldn't know about that. But yeah, you want to have this selected over the empty locator map, just like you see here. Then you want to right click or left click rather the left trigger, which is for me the L2. Press that button, and that will allow you to open up the map here. And you can see when you look down, you just need to look down with your camera. And so again, that would be the right the right analog stick. So that's the right stick. Is where you can control your camera. That allow you to look around like I'm doing now. Just need to look down. You can see on your map. You can see the white HUD, the little white. What do you call that? I forget the name. The little white marker. You can see it moving around. That represents you, your character. That's where you are. You are here. So that's me moving right now. So that means I'm at the very top left of the map. which is seeming to be in the snowy biome. So what the first thing you want to do, you want to take the map and put it in your offhand by going ahead and press the quick move button over your map. I am being attacked. I'm being punched in the head by a zombie. He is killing me right now. And he is dead. That was a wonderful experience. Thank you, zombie, for punching me in the head. Right, so I was hoping that there was going to be more torches, but I mean, I guess I can still take this. Or, you know what? I'll leave it. So, right, so you want to have the map, press the quick move on the map to put it in this square up here, right here. Not over there, right here is where you want to have the map. That's your offhand slot. You can put things like your map in your offhand slot, as well as, oh my God, stop picking this up. As well as your shields. If you want to have a shield in your offhand, that is really cool as well. And that will allow the map to be a lot smaller, and it'll always be on your screen. You don't have to, and it'll also free up a slot, so you don't have to have it in your hotbar, which is really helpful. That's really helpful. That's how I like to play with it. Sorry guys, I'm getting a bit of a sore throat. So the first thing you want to do is, granted, if you're in the right area, but right now I'm not in the best area. They just put me on some mountain in the middle of the Antarctic. I'm in Antarctica or something. Granted, if you're nearby, like the woodsy area. Hold on. Oh! We are starting this so late, in fact. I think I got about, I'm at 52 minutes in. Oh, man. I gotta wrap this one up in just a short moment here. I don't want the video to end abruptly. And that would be terrible. I don't get a chance to close out the video because it would just end abruptly, just like click. That would be terrible. I would feel like I have to start the whole thing over. That would be a nightmare. But, right, so the first thing you want to do, assuming that you don't have the things in your, assuming that you have everything out of your inventory, assuming that your inventory is empty and that you have nothing, but you could have the similar stuff like I do if you decided to turn on the bonus chest. If you have the bonus chest, that means you already have some tools and some food at your disposal here. But what I like to do to be more organized, I like to put the food on the right of my hotbar. Food that's not in my hotbar. Remember, the bar down here at the very bottom is your hotbar. That's the bar that you actually equipped the items from. The squares that's up here is your inventory. So that's what you can hold your items in your inventory. So I like to have mine over there, and I like to have my tools and weapons on the left, just like so. But that's just how I like to do it. You don't have to do it like that, but that's how I'll have it. But you know what? I'm just gonna hold these up here just so that way I can show you guys how to make it yourself, rather than just using what I just already happen to have with the bonus chest. So I'm going to show you guys how to make these tools. in just a moment. We have enough time left. Oh, but in the game we don't. My goodness. So yeah, if you're caught in this situation where you probably lollygagged for way too long, and you're really late, and like it's already getting dark. It only gets dark how much time? Like 10 minutes, I think they said. And it's already dark or getting dark, and now you're seeing monsters spawning around, and you're like, oh no, I'm freaking out. What do I do? So in this situation, what you want to do right now, especially if you see zombies, if you see skeletons, Enderman, oh no, oh, I'm dead. Well then, that worked out quite wonderfully. I instantly died. Enderman was not having it. He was not having it. I don't know. I have no idea who Papa Squat in Mr. Enderman's cereal bowl, but somebody did something to pee him off there. Now I have to go and get my stuff. So what I was just about to say before I was rudely interrupted and murdered in cold blood was that you're going to want to do an emergency survival, make a little emergency, what do you even call it? I don't even have a name for it. Make an emergency shelter. You want to have make an emergency shelter. All right, I got to face off against this spider, right? Uh-oh, creeper. Oh my god, all the monsters. This is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, let's just trigger the creeper. All right, good. That's good. That's taken care of. I have nothing else to fight them off with. These monsters are so annoying. Right, so assuming that you didn't have to just go through that, assuming, but I mean, I had to do it. So if you're trying to play at the same time as watching this, maybe you probably have been in a similar situation as me. But I mean, if you want to, all right. So to use your tools, like to use your weapons, to use your tools as weapons, you're gonna want to press the mine button. It's the same button as the mining button, as you can see on the right corner of the screen. It says mine. That's R2 for me, and you can see the little cracks in the block as I'm holding it. That means that the block is breaking, and when you hold it all the way, it would break the block, and the block becomes like a floating item. And when you pick up that floating item, it'll be in your inventory. So it's basically the same thing as that for the tool. So with the tool, you're going to want to... I don't have time to organize. I don't have time. Oh my god. Okay. So with the tool, that you just want to press the same button, and it'll swing your tool. So that's what you want to have for that. Is press that right trigger, the right trigger. That'll swing your tool. You can use that against monsters. But we're good at the moment. Let me plug that back up. So what I was just gonna say is that when you're in a situation and you need to survive, monsters are coming at you, it's nighttime, what do? The quickest thing is just dig one block down next to a tree, and then take that dirt block and place it one block above you. That's it. That's all you need to do. And that's the quickest way to have an easy survival sort of, I don't know, whatever. So doing this allows you to be untouchable by monsters, but well, the adult monsters really. So that the zombies that you just saw chasing me, the creeper, that's another story. The creeper could just walk straight up to you and still blow you up. But so if you see a creeper, then I don't know, just either dig down just maybe like 1 or 2 blocks, or just, I don't know, get out of there. But yeah, for all of the other ones, you're good. They won't be able to hit you because you're underneath here, and so they can't hit you. But baby zombies is a thing. Baby zombies are only 1 block high. So if you see a baby zombie, then I recommend you having that tool in your hand so you can, punch them in the face. You keep them off you. But this is the quickest way. I am out of time, guys.